Yo, what's good, everyone? Uncle Phil here. So, my message is for black folks. All right, black folks, come to the podium real quick. Gather around, gather around. Let me just put this out there. Why are you so compelled to kicking a man when he's down? Let me say that again. Why are many of you so compelled in kicking a man when he's down? Now, I say that because of the situation currently with Sean Diddy Combs, right? The allegations of him sex trafficking and whatnot, which is that's new. I'm like, shoot, there's plethora of sex trafficking that's going on, and you know they just kind of like not addressing it. But hey, all right. But why is it? Why is it that you all deem it necessary to kick that man when he down? I mean, I agree. There's some very, very suspect and questionable stuff that Diddy has said and he has done. But let's be honest. If he wasn't doing any of those things and he stayed out the way and stayed to himself, and then all of a sudden allegations of sex trafficking just happen to pop up on him, would you believe that? Like, would you believe it to be true? And if so, why would you believe it to be true? And if you don't, hey, same. Why? Why do you think he? But in any case, getting back to my point, why is it that you deem it all right to kick a man when he's down? And I paid attention to this this particular this particular pattern. I'm sorry. I paid very, very close attention to this particular pattern because it didn't happen just with Diddy. This has happened with Bill Cosby. This has happened with Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, heck, even with Kevin Samuels. And Kevin Samuels wasn't involved with messing with any underage kids or sex trafficking women. This man just spoke on truth. He spoke on the actions and behaviors of men and women collectively. But you know what I noticed when Kevin Samuels passed? There were black females out here that were happy that that man had passed. What kind of bowling ball rubberneck and BS is that? You happy that a man had passed because he was calling out a lot of your faults, a lot of your setbacks, a lot of reasons why you couldn't be better men and better women towards each other or even for your household, for your children. That's all he did. He ain't touched nobody's children. He didn't touch anyone's kids. He didn't touch anyone's wife or girlfriend. He didn't do any of those things. But the sad part about it was there were a plethora of black females, even in the city of Atlanta, that were just, oh, I'm happy he passed. I was like, what kind of house backwood nigga is that? And y'all cool with that. Y'all cool with that type of behavior. But then for 1 minute, you black excellent. Ain't shit excellent about that. Ain't nothing excellent about that. If you willing to kick one of your own brothers when he's down, there's nothing excellent about that. You're fraud. Many of you are fraud. And I mean, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not honorable. That's not forthcoming. I mean, regardless of what someone else does, are you standing in honor? Are you standing in honor? Because if you're not, then you got some work to do. You got some work to do. Trust and believe, Uncle Phil's guilty of it himself. I had to go back, look myself in the mirror, and reanalyze what I thought and some of the things that I've said. But being willing to call out your own people, man, look, don't you ever be afraid of that. And I'll never be afraid to call out indigenous people, black folks, on their shit. But, hey, that's just my message for you. Y'all can carry on with your everyday lives, but remember what I said. You never kick a man when he's down. It's like, why? You joke and make memes and this, that, and the fifth. You kick a man when he's down, but when that man stands up, and then y'all realize that he's standing up and he's standing tall, a lot of y'all ain't got shit to say. Nothing. Y'all quiet as a church mouse. You don't keep that same energy that you had before. You don't keep it when they standing up tall. Y'all go somewhere and y'all find some other business to mind that doesn't add value to your own individual lives. I'm just saying, Uncle Phil loves you, baby. Shit never changes. And just because I say this, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It doesn't. It just says I don't like your actions and behaviors. I don't necessarily agree with them. It doesn't mean I don't love you, though. So remember,